friends, and welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to Zweihander. I am the proverbial teacher that has just walked into a class full of very naughty children who have been misbehaving in the green room whilst I've been doing a great job as host. So I'm going to just go around and ask them to introduce themselves and who they are playing today before we get into the show. All right. Gabe, hello.
Hi, I am Gabe James Games on Twitch, Twitter, and pretty much anywhere else on the internet. Today I am playing Skrut, the elven burglar / assassin, who has become very proud of his rat son, Ronald. The Z is silent. I never expected to get here, but we have. Anything is possible. Don't look at me.
Well... Sorry, I was typing something. Next up, we have the lovely Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hi, I'm Tom, or Hotflix Tom. I am playing Siphon. I'm back, so because I'm back, expect Siphon to roll awfully, be useless in combat, and just be terrible all around, really. I think we're back normal game, guys. Yeah, normal game.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Tom, remember our golden rule about Siphon's new class and what you have to say.
Yes. So Siphon is now a Chevalier. So a Templar.
Yes, yeah. There we go.
So even in character, I have to say it Chevalier.
Yes.
I'm surprised you weren't like gonna mock
go ahead.
Jay.
It needs more R's. You're not haven't said the right number of R's. There's a lot more R's at the end of it.
Chevalier.
and then really round it off.
All right. Thank you to TP Grant for the Bane and 3 crits for GM Susie. Thanks, Grant. We had a little chat, so I was expecting this, but thank you very much. Hey, Angie, how's it going?
Oh, it's going marvelously. Hi, I'm Angie, aka Banjalert, and I am playing Herta, the elven astrologer and soothsayer.
Ooh. Very nice. I'm not going to make everybody say that character class in a French accent, because that would be a literal crime. But hi, Quinn. How's it going?
Hi. Hello. I'm Quinn at Quintastic_ on Twitter. I use she, they pronouns. And today I'm playing Violetta, our favorite non-binary diabolist and opener of the way, super casually, no big deal. And she uses she, her pronouns. Everything's fine.
And we love Violetta and her selling of her soul with people. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Jay, thank you again for that raid. But who are you playing today?
I am playing Arthur Mythfold, the halfling charlatan, and now beggar. That's it. That's me. Sorry, I didn't get the accent quite right. I am playing an halfling charlatan and a beggar. Halfling and small.
God.
He's now French. I'm playing in French now.
Apologize to any of our French and Francophone viewers.
We're in a low now. It's official.
It's a low, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh, Renee.
I'm Susie. I am the GM, DM, Dark Mistress of whatever the hell this is. But I am very excited once again to get into the show tonight. But before we do, I just want to shout out our sponsors, as of which World Anvil is one of them, and I have yet to update our thingy, but we're going to have some cool stuff on our World Anvil real soon about Betrayal. We have more information about Heartholm, the city, Ratholm, Ronald, the Zeds is silent, and all the major NPCs these fine folks have come up against will be going on the World Anvil real soon, so keep an eye out for that. But I'm going to hand over to Past Charlie so she can tell us about our other sponsors.
Before we begin today's show, I would like to take some time to remind you about our sponsors. Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice. All of the beautiful maps and roles you see tonight are done using Fantasy Grounds, which you can try for free at fantasygrounds.com. You can also get all of your miniatures from Wayland Games. Go to waylandgames.co.uk and get yourself a huge range of D&D, Warhammer and 40k minis for up to 20% off regular retail price. And Tabletop Loot, who sell incredible dice. Go and check them out at tabletoploot.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much, past Charlie. All right, so last week, boy, what happened last week? Scythian managed to get Alex away from the testing chamber. Managed to secrete her away in the little hideaway that Ronald had had secured for the group. Meanwhile, Skarut snuck off to defeat Blue Eyes himself, and it was broadcast across the whole city that he had betrayed the Three-Toe clan and had joined Blue Eyes, and she had brought out tiny Ronald the Zed's Silent into the pits with the deadly Pomeranian named Tetley to show Ronald that Skarut had betrayed him. Ronald stood firm. He didn't believe that a fellow member of the Three-Toe clan would do that to another member of the Three-Toe clan, and he stood there defiant. And Skarut did a little stab. There was a little kerfuffle that happened as combat ensued with Blue Eyes, formerly known as Fat Ass. Meanwhile, the rest of the group attempted to flee Ratholm to get Alex to safety, but upon hearing that Skarut was with Blue Eyes, they decided to head back and join him, as they knew that Skarut would never turn on them like that, and that there was something else going on. However, as they tried to exit Ratholm to deposit Alex to safety, they were interrupted by a sort of blockade with guards. Skazak guards. They managed to bamboozle a bunch of them and send them running into the city. However, one, which was apparently a Skazak art student, would remain firm at his post, in which Arthur had a good conversation with, in which the very good aforementioned art puns were made, and art was shown. And again, this poor guy got bamboozled, and you managed to run off. Back in the pits, Skarut was just about to get the hell out of there, to leave Ronald, to abandon his boy, as the fight with Blue Eyes was getting nasty. However, by this point, the rest of you arrived, and a tense encounter ensued in which Dr. Rataday healed Blue Eyes, and Rathu, the ninja rat, with his little Naruto run, appeared and did a couple of good stabs. However, Blue Eyes was summarily put down, and in a twist of fate, almost like somebody with more money than sense donated, Ronald got a power-up, and he killed the Skazak that he was in the pit with, and teamed up with the deadly Pomeranian Tetley. And he stood defiant, raised his tiny ratty fist in the sky, and spoke an inspiring speech. And that is where we left it. So, oh shit, I forgot one huge major thing as I was skipping through this summary of last week. A certain member of the party who had not been present at the rescue of Alex was off drawing a weird sort of circle that was magical in nature, that may be used to summon things, and she may have offered something to an entity or something, and definitely didn't receive a response. And also definitely doesn't have sick-ass lightning powers now. Anyway, so Ronald standing defiant in the middle of the pit, you stood over Blue Eyes' burning corpse. What would you like to do?
So after he's given his speech, and the crowd, because the crowd started, didn't the crowd just start shouting Ronald?
Yes.
So they've all like dispersed, and it's all kind of kicked off, and Blue Eyes is dead.
Mm-hmm. The crowd is still there, right? They're all still around, and Blue Eyes' minions are kind of like backing up around the edge of this room that you're in, this viewing balcony, like an emperor's balcony at the Colosseum. Blue Eyes is there, dead on the floor, burning, like doing her thing. But the crowd is like, Ronald, Ronald.
Can I see the Witchstone from where I am?
You sure can, because as I previously mentioned, it was in like a big like hookah dealie that she was just casually taking drags of.
And how big is it again? Is it big enough? If Arthur looks at it, would I think, oh, I could pick that up? Like it's not like
it's like as big as Arthur.
Oh, okay. I don't want him to be called Alfie now, or just Alf. Can I be Arthur, Alf to my friends? That might have to be a thing. Okay, yay. Then I'm not going to try and run over and lift that. I'm not that stupid.
I'm gonna pick it up. I am.
My eyes are on that Witchstone.
No, but I'm gonna like try to carve out. This is gonna be gross. I'm gonna try to carve out a chunk of her flesh to make almost a flesh backpack.
Just use a regular backpack.
No.
And
here's my logic to make people feel better. It is accustomed to the sensation of her touch, so maybe it won't react negatively to that.
Isn't this something like what McQueen did or some shit?
I don't know. My name's Karut.
No, there was like some fashion designer that made a thing out of skin.
Sure, I'm a fashion designer now.
Oh god, okay. So, you just set to carving bits of blue eyes up, I guess.
Yeah, but I'm gonna specifically use her ass cheeks because I feel like they're large and round, so it'll be easy to like put it in there like a sack.
Okay, I need you to make me. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jay.
I was just gonna say, like now this little weird bond that Arthur and Scroot have got. I feel like Arthur would probably like sidle over with like his I can't think what he's called in the character sheet, but like my trappings bag essentially that I have, and like I kind of twig what Scroot's doing, but will I just walk over with my bag and just like open my bag like as wide as it goes and just sort of look at it like, I mean, you know, bag.
No.
Right.
Okay.
Don't study your bag.
All right,
I'm gonna need you to make.
Dibs.
I'm gonna need you to make me a tradecraft roll. But if you don't have tradecraft, I'll take just a general agility.
Nope.
That music is trademarked. We can't use it.
All right. You know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna re-roll.
All right, because that was an 81. So just remember, friends, to call out your rolls, because we're doing a podcast.
That makes sense. That's a 53. That's a fail.
Okay, so Scroot, do you set to carving chunks of Blue Eyes' fat ass? And unfortunately, you're not really used to working with materials like this. So as you start to carve away, you make weird sort of strips rather than like a good chunk of flesh. It's kind of coming away in a strange way.
Arthur, I'm not good at this. You try the other cheek.
You wanna me?
Yes.
To
make a sack out of the other cheek.
And Arthur thinks about like he does that sort of. Yeah, all right. I was going to argue about it, but whatever. Let's just go with it. So I pull out my stiletto and start going at the other ass cheek for some reason that I'm not quite sure of.
Everything I ever wanted.
I think this is a new record. For us, but tradecraft or agility, please.
Let's see which one's better. Definitely agility. All right. Where's my fantasy grounds? There it is. All right, this for carving an ass cheek. 40 is my target. Oh.
46.
So 46.
Do it, Arthur. Roll it again.
We can't re-roll 28 minutes in.
Yes,
you can. Do it.
We killed the queen. Who cares?
I fell. Yeah, we did kill the queen. And the GM's got 6 crits. I'm going to re-roll that for an ass bag.
Doesn't matter if she can re-roll.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's re-roll.
Oh,
It's a critical failure.
We just punch on her ass.
I just fall in. I just fall in completely.
So I said it in Twitch chat, but on both of these characters' playlists, Fat Bottom Girls, 100%.
So Arthur gets out his little stiletto, and unfortunately doesn't realize that a stiletto is much more of a piercing weapon than it is a slicing weapon. And so, much like the aforementioned Georges Seurat, he goes at it, just stabbing away, trying to make little perforated dots like her ass cheek is a fucking coupon. But as he goes to pull, it just completely rips apart in a weird way, and there's nothing usable from this ass cheek.
Okay, we can use your bag.
And I just look down at the arse tatters in my hand.
Where
Why
Arthur?
don't you
really
just
tore
use
that ass
her
a new one.
Whoop. Just use her arm. It's already like a bag.
I'm gonna light a cigarette.
We can use. How big are the boobs?
I don't know.
Herta, come here. You gotta turn.
What? What?
I hand you my. Charlie sent me down.
Oh.
We'll
Lava
use the
opens
bag
his
after.
gaff bag. Maybe now I've got a look on my face of like the soldiers at the end, full metal jacket. I'm just like, fucking seen things, mate. Just put it in the bag.
Yard stare.
I've seen some. I've seen some shit. Put it in the bag.
I'm not touching that.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Hairtop will try to pick it up and put it in whatever bag is being offered.
Okay.
I pull up my garrote, just in case.
Make me a will save. Willpower.
Alright,
comes the
so...
third
This is
reroll
just
of the night.
a check, not a save.
Yeah,
sorry.
and if I have 3 in there, that adds 30%, right?
Yes.
Cool. That is a success.
Okay, so Herta, as you grab this thing, even though you can see the shard of witchstone is kind of suspended inside it, you touch the glass and you can feel the pure energy radiating from this. You can feel that you can feel that chaos, just that whole energy inside as you pick it up. It's very potent, and you can feel it kind of seep into you, and you almost, in the back of your head, your more basic instincts is like, ooh, this would be good to play with, but you manage to suppress it as you pick it up.
It does give an interesting tingle, but we will put it in the bag and give it to someone who is better equipped to use it. No.
What? Yeah, but I mean, I did call dibs, didn't I? We're very
I
early
did
on.
technically save everyone's
Yeah, but-
lives a little bit, so.
Well, yeah, but you also fucked off for half the evening, and that doesn't
There it
cover
is.
over the rule of dibs, does it? See? Dibs is very important. If we get rid of the rule of dibs, whole of society falls apart, doesn't it?
We can talk about this top side.
Absolutely. I'll
just
introduce you
saying.
to my merchant friends who know what dibs means. And shotgun. Don't even get me started on shotgun. You want to ride at the front of a wagon, you got to be quick to the draw against old
make it
Mythfold.
mine.
I take the bag and I
start
like
walking
a bit
away.
of coin on me.
All right, everybody. I would like a round of awareness checks from all of you, please.
Oh, good.
But
I rolled a 55, so I'm going to use a reroll. Because,
Okay.
I don't think... Actually, no, I'm not going to use a reroll. Because that's a success. That's a crit success for me.
Oh, okay.
I needed a 58. No,
All right.
68. 63. So
Okay.
55
I will-
is critical success. for me.
I'll go around and grab it from everybody. Okay, but I just want to shout out Radiator RPG for giving a crit to the chat for bag making, which was claimed by Gabe. All right,
watch
so
it now, Jay.
Arthur, what'd you get?
6.
6. Nice. Screwed.
99.
Bad. Violetta.
84.
Also bad, I assume.
Bad.
Heta.
I got a critical success with 55.
All right, and Scythian.
66.
Is that a pass-fail?
No, that is very much a fail.
Okay, so Arthur and Herta, as you are both sort of coordinating amongst yourselves to put this thing in the bag, and you give each other like a look, right? You're like, As you do, both of you notice, you look past each other, and you can see the stands of the Skazak all around, and you see them all cheering and you didn't notice, but until this point, they've all kind of stopped cheering, and they're all kind of stood motionless, and their eyes seem to be glowing brighter.
Arthur, are you seeing this?
You mean the glowy power lights?
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah, in a little bit. I think we should probably fuck off now, please.
Yep, same. Let's go.
Okay. Right, let's go, shall we? Everyone,
yeah,
with
dragging everybody with us.
With the fucking of the off, let's go.
Out of idle curiosity, is it a blue glow or a different sort of glow?
It's
Susie?
a bright blue glow, very cold like blue glow. It's not the fun glow. It's not the one that you would like. All right, so, what are you doing?
Going back to Alex to get her, and then going topside.
I meant immediately right now in this arena.
Going to Alex to get
like...
her.
I'll be starting to drag the bag, try and walk out.
Yeah, just walk.
Okay, so as Arthur begins to drag the bag away out of this sort of area, every single Skazak head turns to look at you, all at once, in one fluid motion. Stunk. And it almost like there's almost like that, you know, in the army where they stomp their boot, and is that very click as they all do it in one. That happens as they all turn to look, and as you begin to move, you see now that these stands, which were full of Skazak, begin to almost seem to undulate and move as they all start swarming towards you. It's like a sea of rats coming at you. And Ronald is still in the pit, and he's kind of looking around, and he's going, guys, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but you should get out of here.
Does Ronald have blue eyes?
Ronald does not have blue eyes.
Smash it.
Yeah, I'm with Skarut. Smash it. Give it here, I'll do it.
Let's not be hasty.
So, when you say they're swarming, as in
Yep.
they're coming directly for us like a tide of, all right,
Yes.
yeah, we'll smash it when we're up there. Run, run!
Run!
Okay, so I would like to start a chase scene. So what we need to do for a chase scene is, when I get the rules, let's have a look. Whoop. We need to track the chase. Step 1. All right. We need to roll initiative. So, yeah, you roll initiative. And then, you get a +3 to your escape values because you do have a head start on the rats. So, let me grab my pen and we shall get this going because chase scenes are pretty juicy. So, if I could get everybody's initiative, please.
16 for Arthur.
Okay. A 16 for Arthur?
Yeah, does the +3 go onto our initiative, or is it?
No, that's
something
on
else?
to the next bit.
Cool.
Okay.
Then 16, yeah.
Okay, 16. All right. And Scroot?
8.
8. All right. Siphon?
14.
14. Heta?
14 as well.
Okay. Violetta?
14 as well.
Oh,
Hey!
okay. Oh, and I need to roll for Ronald. Let's see how the boy's doing. Nope, that's not the right thing to roll. Good job, Susie.
And for Tetley.
And for Tetley.
The dog?
Okay, so so what we're gonna do is we're gonna divine your movement, your escape value. So at the beginning of each round, you as escapees generate your escape value. So you need to do your head start, which is +3, plus your movement speed, plus 1d10.
This is going to be wonderful. I can see all the high rolls now.
All right, I just want to shout out Chardonnay for donating a crit for all players, but not Suze, because I just realized giving you that thing early was like donating £2 to Boris Johnson. Thank you for that comparison. I'll remember it. But thank you for that donation. Okay, so Arthur, can I get your escape value?
21.
Okay, Scroot, your escape value.
Double checking my speed. It's low as hell. I'll come back to me.
Okay, Siphon.
18 for me.
18. Okay, and I'm just being informed that players can have a small boon as a treat too. So I will think of a way to give you a little boon as a treat. Okay, Heta, escape value?
10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Violetta?
16.
16. And let me roll for good old Ronald Deserves a Silent. Oh, Speedy Boy. Okay. And little Tetas. Let's have a look. Semi-Speedy Boy. All right. Okie dokie.
And mine is a 13.
A 13. Okay. So you are running on feet. On feet. On foot. Okay. Ooh, good question to check. Is anybody suffering from a movement impairing injury right now?
Narp.
Because I can't remember if anybody is.
Narp.
Because I think Violetta healed us, and I don't think any of us took injuries in that fight.
Also,
That's right.
I
You got healed up.
Movement is 3 plus AB, not 1. So add 2 more onto mine, so that's a 12. Sorry.
12. Okay, no worries. Okay, so you begin to sprint into the streets of Ratholm. You have to clamber over the edges of the pit here. You manage to like Arthur and Siphon manage to just like hook yourselves up. Like Arthur, you like Assassin's Creed this shit. You jump from little banister to little banister and you're up over the edge of this wall into the pit. Siphon, you're up top. You turn around off your arms. You grab up Scroot and Violetta. But Herta is trailing behind as the Skazak begin to swarm up and over. And you can see them sort of, they're all just one mass, it seems, all wriggling and writhing together as They just clamber over it. It's like that bit in World War Z where all the zombies just fling themselves at a wall to make a big sort of ladder almost, as they do that to climb up onto the balcony. And you can see them, Heta, their faces have become feral, and there's like foaming spit at the corner of their mouths as they're gnashing their teeth at you and they're clawing at you. Okay, so Heta, you are just behind everybody as they're climbing up and over the wall. And I need another round of your movement speeds, please.
If I roll another one, I'm giving up.
There you go. I just rolled your one for you. There you go.
Thank you, Andre.
Nice.
I appreciate you.
Do we still get that 3, or was it just for that round?
It was just for the first round.
Okay.
Okay, we have 2 more tweets until the magic. Hit that retweet, please. It's now World War. The Zeds are silent. Okay.
Come for the Zweihander, stay for the puns.
Oh boy. Okay.
Grim and perilous, y'all. Grim and perilous.
Okay, so next up, Arthur, your next one.
We don't get the 3, yeah, so just 9.
No 3, yeah, just 9?
9. I rolled a 1.
Oh, shit, y'all. Scoot.
15.
15. Scythian.
7. I rolled a 1 too.
Oh my god, fam. Heta?
14.
14. Okay, Violetta.
18.
18. Oh, gotta see you for Ronald and Tetas. Oh. Okay. All right. So, as Heta, as one of these Skazak is like inches from your face and it's gnawing at you, the air, trying to get at you, you're like, fuck this, and launch yourself backwards at a speed you didn't even know you were capable of. As you begin to come and catch up with the others, you see Arthur, who is kind of struggling with this bag. You're now at pace with Arthur. And you see him as he's trying to pull this fucking thing in this bag as he's trying to escape. Scythian, he's weighed down by his armor and his shield, and his general desire to protect people is probably keeping him behind on par with Arthur. Whereas Skarut and Violetta, they're just starting to take off now into the streets. You've climbed up and over the edge of the pit. You're into the sort of market area, and you can see like Skarut now is like hopping over the beds near Doc Rattaday's makeshift hospital, and Violetta, you're sort of winding your way into the sort of Ratholm proper. But now, Arthur and Heta, these Skazak are on you, and I need you to both make me coordination tests. And they are going to be at challenging minus 10%.
And this is to whom?
It's Heta and Arthur.
Oh boy!
Okay.
And you said coordination? Sorry.
Yes. Oh, and Scythian, because he's right there at the back too.
I'm gonna use a reroll. Because that was 59 at first, and then changed it to a 3.
What is it?
Nice.
Coordination.
Yep, coordination.
I'm going to crit success mine.
I'm going to crit
Okay.
success mine.
Okay, so you see now as these Skazak have all sort of formed into an almost giant ball of writhing ratty bodies, and somewhat may describe as a big feral rat king, as they're all sort of lurching towards you and at you, and you all manage to just escape from its immediate grasp as these tiny Skazak claws are coming at you, the teeth are nipping inches from your face. I need another round of escape values, please.
That's all right.
in danger.
Uh-oh. Okay, Arthur.
16.
16. Skirt.
11.
11. Scythian.
12.
12. Herta.
9.
9. Violetta.
10.
10. And let me do my 2. Oop. Oh.
Two ends of the spectrum.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Herta, you are struggling to get away. Scythian seems to have found his feet. Arthur, very similarly, has found his feet. And they're both starting to run off. Now they've made it over the wall. They're smashing through Doc Rattaday's pharmacy, his little hospital. There's like these little shitty beds getting flown everywhere. Bandages flying everywhere. Toilet roll. It's chaos. It's mania as they're running. However, Herta, you are right at the back, and I just need to roll a thing real quick. I'll just say, oh, okay.
I'm gonna die.
I need you again to make me another coordination test. As once again, this thing, it's almost like one entity now is coming at you, and as it does, you hear a little as the Pomeranian has been lost within the mania, and you hear Ronald be like, "No!" from somewhere.
I'm gonna use a crit.
You're gonna use a crit? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, once again, it's like one of the claws grabs at your your dress and tears your sleeve as you yank yourself away and you're sprinting. Okay. So I need to make another round of escape values, please.
Can I try to get behind Herta to push her forward?
You sure can. It's gonna make them easier to grab you.
That's
if
fine.
your value is low enough.
That's fine.
Okay.
Skarut, push me in the back.
You know what? We both rolled high too.
Okay, so I do need to know what everybody's BB is. So
Mine is
Arthur.
a 5. Oop, sorry.
It's a 5 for Skarut.
Hang on. 7.
7. Okay. Scythian.
6.
6. Herta.
3.
3. Violetta.
5.
5. Okay, Herta. You are beginning to feel fatigued.
It's those weak lungs.
When you take your turn from this point onwards, you must succeed at a challenging, so that's minus 10%, toughness test, or you suffer 2d10 plus 2 physical peril. If you critically fail, you suffer 3d10 plus 3 physical peril instead.
I'm still in danger.
Okay.
I'll let you die.
All right. So, the next round of thingamajigs, escape values alpha.
10.
10. Skirt.
18.
18. Scythian. Tom.
Cool.
Oh, sorry, did it not come through? Sorry, 8.
8. Okay. Herta.
15.
15. Violetta.
12.
12.
Y'all are like
And-
cars. Do I have to get behind and push all of you?
Y'all are like cars.
Got a jump skirt, everybody.
And Tetley is dead again.
Let out
That's
the
second
clutch, you
Tetley I've
guys.
killed. Okay. We hit our first Wild Magic Surge target. It will be affecting Arthur, but I will say what it is when it comes up. Okay. So, all right. This time. All right. So, Skarut, you run back. You see Heta. She's clearly struggling. But you get behind her and you sort of give her a shove and that impetus to keep going, keep going. Scythian, you stop for a moment to see what's happening. You see Skarut running backwards. You think, oh fuck, is someone in trouble? You hear the death squeak of Tetley the Pomeranian and stop to look, which incredibly slows you down as Arthur and Violetta just keep going. Heta, I need you to make me that test, that toughness test.
Okay.
So this is minus 10%.
Yep. I should have used a crit. I'm gonna use a reroll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Whew! So starting with an
Okay.
86 reroll to a 14.
Okay, so you keep going and your lungs are burning and this is agony. You've never had to push your body this hard before. But you manage to find that energy reservoir. You manage to keep going because if you stop, you are dead. Okay, so Scythian, I need you to make me a coordination test, please.
Quick question. Do I still have that crit? I thought I only had one and I used it.
If you use it, it's gone.
Okay.
It just means Charlie hasn't
Just wanted to
updated
make
it.
sure.
So.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, just with the dice
had
now. Here we go.
Oh no, you did have none. Never mind.
Oh, 13. I succeed.
13. Fam, please. I'm trying to kill you here. All right, so Scythian, you see this wave of rats come over you and you shield up and you hear the connection, the do-do-do-do-do of the teeth and the claws on the shield. But, you know, as that famous rhyme goes from another fantasy property, oak and iron guard you well or else you're dead and doomed to hell. And you brace and knock away the rats and continue once more. I need another round of initiative escape values, please.
How's Ronald doing?
Ronald is doing okay, but only by the virtue of the rest of you sucking like ass. Otherwise, he would be at the back and in trouble. Sucking like ass? What the fuck? That's not a real sentence.
I don't know what
Never
your
mind.
art does. Jesus.
A lot of ass in this episode. A lot of ass.
I mean,
Lot of
Big Ass did kind of just
Lot of
suck
ass.
Arthur in with the fail. That makes sense.
Okay, moving swiftly on. Arthur, what did you get?
Another
Oh,
10.
hair top.
Another 10. Skarut.
I got 13.
13. Scythian.
I got 13.
Okay, Herta.
Big old 8.
8. Oh my god. Violetta.
12.
12.
Can we use crits on this?
Yeah?
You'd get a 10. You'd get
You
a
get
10.
10.
I know.
Yeah.
That would bring me up to 17. It'd be great.
Okay, so Herta, you are trying to also roll me that toughness test. It's every time we go. So toughness test. $87. You taking it?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it because clearly, Herta is not meant to make it out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 2d10.
Got 3 crits.
I know, but I keep forgetting to use them, and you can't use them after you've rolled.
Don't make that face.
Hey, Angie,
Yeah.
you take 21 points of physical peril.
Oh, she dead.
So let's see, that's 4, right? Because that goes beyond my technically 3rd peril threshold.
So you go down 3 steps
1, 2,
on
3.
your
Ignore
peril
2 skill
threshold.
ranks.
She's still up.
Yay!
She's still up. She's still there.
Woo! That's her right now.
Yeah, so Skarut, as you gave Herta a push and you took off on her, next to her, you carried on running. Ronald is somewhere at the back. You can't quite make him out, but you can hear him as he's like, ah! As he's running. Herta, your lungs are on fire, and this is agony. Your eyes are stinging with how much pain. There's like snot coming out your mouth. It's bad. It's a bad time. I need you to make me a coordination test as the rats are on you. So this is to avoid them getting you.
I'm going to use a crit.
Okay. So, by some divine providence, Herta, you manage to stagger towards where there's a banana peel on the floor, and the Rat King, as it reaches out to grab you once more, hits the banana peel and lurches off target, just and misses, swipes wide of you as you manage to keep going. Okay, this is our final roll. So, one more.
I'm going to use another crit.
Okay. And you can see now, during this whole chase, you've been making your way through the streets of Ratholm. It's cramped. You've been dashing through alleys. You're on a main street. The entrance to the cave that you entered is right there in front of you. It is so close. You could almost smell the Heartholm air breathing in. But let's see how we did. Arthur.
I've rolled 2 the last 3 rolls, so it's another 10 from me.
Another 10. Skirt.
18.
18. Syphian.
Does it matter I'm not running for the exit? I'm running for Alex.
We're just assuming you've grabbed Alex on the way with this chase.
Okay, I'm happy with that, so I'm going. Okay, 11.
11.
That would explain my rubbish rolls. Oh.
There you go. You've got Alex. Herta.
17.
17. Violetta.
14.
14. Let me roll for Ronald.
No.
Oh. Okay. So, the exit to Ratholm is right in front of you. You see the big sign, "Welcome to Ratholm." It's there. It's underlit by candles that they've stolen from the top. You can see like there's different marks of each cathedral on it where they've stolen votive candles from the churches. You're running. It's in slow motion. It's very, very dramatic. You make it into the tunnel, all of you throwing your bodies through into this small space, which you're pretty sure the Rat King can't get into because by now this is fucking huge. It's a rat-sized, no, it's a kaiju-sized rat that's coming after you. It's like the fucking boulder in Indiana Jones, but made of rats coming at you down the streets. And you run, and you run, and you see that tunnel up ahead. That is safety. That is security. And Ronald has joined you. He jumped down off a roof. He's there next to you. Skarut, you can hear him behind, and he's going, go on, run, run. And you throw yourselves into the tunnel. As you do, you dive in a good couple of feet, and you can see Ronald stood there in the entrance with his arms spread. And he says, go! I'll keep it at bay! I've got him! Go! He's screaming at you. He says, don't be like the fucking idiots in the stories with the zombies that stand there while someone's making a noble sacrifice for 10 minutes and they just watch them get eaten. Don't let my death be in vain!
Alright, thanks, Ronald. Bye!
As Arthur's trying to run away, I'm gonna try to grab the stone.
Okay. So, I need you to make me then a skullduggery, I guess, just to, because that's like mugging people, right?
Also, I'd like to just share with everyone that because of the peril, Herta has 1 additional corruption now.
Good.
I'm good at that. Here's hoping. Oh, 16. Yes.
16. Okay. So, Arthur, as you are running past, I'm going to give you a chance to resist this with a coordination test. As you see Skarut come at you with an elbow as he reaches again for this backpack.
How obvious is his intent?
Pretty obvious.
How obvious? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll even say something if you want for dramatic intent.
It's more just like if I'd even bother to roll, or just like I would assume that he's just coming to give me a hand with my sack, but no. So I'm gonna roll that coordination test. Let's just move on with our lives.
I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching it.
That is
Please clip that.
That is a 64, which what am I doing? A coordination. No, I can't do anything with those rolls, so that's a fail.
Okay. So, Arthur, you see Skarut out the corner of your eye, reaching for the bag, and he also sort of throws an elbow at your throat just to throw you off as he grabs it. So, Skarut, you have the bag.
You can have Phil's pistol, and I'm gonna smash it.
Hang on, let's
we're
got
gonna
all my
try.
stuff in it.
Okay. Cool. So you know those things that happen sometimes in RPGs where you're like, your players are gonna just do something fucking sensible, and then they do something like smashing Witchstone. All right.
Put a rat child in front of me and try to have him make a noble sacrifice, and you killed the dog. Who did you think I was,
Susie? You did this.
I assume
I was.
that I have no time to react, so I'm just gonna light 3 cigarettes.
Just 3.
Just 3.
Okay. So, all right. We're gonna do a cool thing where Skarut takes the sack, the bag, takes the fucking thing with the thing in it. He just spikes it onto the ground. There is an almighty flash of bright light and a catastrophic explosion sound. You feel everything around you suddenly grow incredibly hot but icy cold at the same time as your bodies are blasted deep into the tunnel. You lose unconsciousness as you are thrown for like fucking meters. You're just gone. You've been yeeted by fucking magical force deep into the tunnel. The last thing you see is Skarut's determined face with Ronald staring at him. He raises his little stumpy 3 fingers, and the last thing you hear before the explosion is 3 token for life.
3 token for life.
And there is a catastrophic explosion. Okay.
What district were we under, by the way? I'm just curious.
We'll
What's
find
the
out.
other district we just took out?
So, you awaken underneath rubble and dirt, and you are all suffocating. I need you to all make me some, let's see, coordination tests so you can claw your way out of the dirt, as you are all
I'm using a crit.
absolutely covered.
This is dramatic. I won't die from 1 round of suffocation, so let's see what happens.
So 45 and a
terrible.
fail for Arthur.
45 and a fail. Okay.
So
Skarut.
64 and a fail for Skarut.
All right, Scythian.
I'm critting it.
Critting it. Heta. Critting it. Violetta.
I'm also critting it.
that is a 14 and a success for Violetta.
Okay, so Violetta, Heta, Scythian, you wake beneath this dirt and it's filling your nose, your mouth, You can open your eyes, or you try to, and it stings with the dirt as you are buried, and you begin to claw your way out, and you manage to pull and spit the dirt out of your mouth and take a breath of air. You begin to claw yourselves out of the dirt.
Do I see Alex?
You do not currently see Alex. You basically see what appears to have been like a landslide in here. There's just a shitload of dirt and rubble. There's remnants of a building.
I would like to start digging for people.
Okay.
So I want to get myself out,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to just start digging and digging and digging.
Okay, I'm going to roll for Alex to see how she's doing.
She's strong. She's cool. She's dead.
She's not that strong. I'm going to use one of those tokens to re-roll it, because if she's dead after all of this, then I'll never hear the end of it. No, that was worse. Okay, so, Siphon, I need you to make me an awareness test as you're digging, as you're looking for the signs. You can get some help on this if you want to.
Oh, please, someone help me.
I mean, I'm looking for the others, so sure, I guess.
It's close enough.
Violetta, you have, in the collar of your dress that's fallen down, you've got a very crumpled cigarette that made it.
I'm gonna light it.
It's kind of like at a weird angle. Still smokes, whatever. All right, Heta, make me that awareness test then. Or would you like to assist Siphon in making the second one? If you assist Siphon, the way I'll do it is I'll make it an easy roll at plus 20% for him.
I'm assisting.
Okay.
So, oh god.
Awareness at plus 20%. Tom.
I mean,
to roll,
I'm re-rolling. I'm re-rolling. Fuck it.
Please!
I haven't
You
used
can
one
only
today.
do one worse.
Watch me
Don't
do
tempt
one
fate,
worse.
Angie. Don't tempt fate. Okay, so that was a 99 and an 87 there for Siphon. So you are Siphon. It's all too much. Your head's ringing. It's like a flashbang. You know, it's got that in your ears. Your vision is kind of dirt-filled and blurry as you're just struggling and digging. Arthur and Scroot, I need you to make me another test, please. I'm going to say that in your suffocation, you have taken 4 points of peril in your first round of suffocation.
Yeah,
Damn,
Arthur.
that's a 3 for Arthur.
Three
And I'm
for
going to use a
Arthur,
crit.
and a crit for
I'm not dying here.
Scroot. All right. So on this point, Siphon, as you're digging, you just find nothing. Your hands keep coming up empty. They're just full of dirt. But you hear the desperate gasp of air just to your left from Arthur, and shortly after you see Scroot's hand just erupt from the dirt.
I will help them out.
I will also
Okay,
help them out.
pull them out. Okay.
I would like to try to figure out where we are, maybe.
Oh,
Well,
the
maybe
second
not.
I've pulled them out, I'm back digging.
Okay, all right. That's no worries. I'm going to roll again for Alex. Oh my god, if I get it in the box. Ugh, come on, Susie. Jeez. I'm going to use another GM reroll for this. 46. Okay, all right, that's better. Okay, so you were digging away, Siphon. You're digging, and you make contact with what feels like an arm.
I dig around the arm and try and pull her out. Or pull whatever
Okay.
the arm out is.
Yeah, so you pull this arm, and it is Alex, and her lungs are filling with dirt. But as you sort of pull out and you like get that dirt away from her face, she like puffs. She's not with it. She's like out of it, really, but she's
Yeah.
breathing. You can see her breathing's ragged, and it's not very healthy sounding, but she's still breathing.
Okay.
I look for Ronald.
Awareness test, screwed. And I would like a... Let's go survival for Violetta to see if you can figure out where you are.
I don't know if I should crit it or not.
Do it. Crit it.
That's a
Yeah, I'm gonna use a
failure.
second crit. Oh god.
Crit it and quit it.
So, a critical fail for Violetta. As you're kind of stood here looking, you can't divine where you are. You're in the bottom of a big fucking hole, basically. It looks like a big sinkhole. You know it's because of the explosion, but you can't determine where in the city this is. And Scroot, you used a crit to find Ronald. And you dig. You see three toes. His hand, it's here. You grab, you dig further, and you pull. And the hand and forearm of Ronald comes free. But that's all you find.
So, can I make an aesthetics change to Scroot after that explosion?
Sure.
As you see Scroot digging, he pulls the arm of Ronald out and then holds it and looks at his own arm covered in black, almost pulsing horror. And then he just kneels. And his head droops. And he pulls out a dagger and cuts off one finger and then a second and bandages it up.
Okay. Damn. All right. For sure. We will say that because you cut off 2 of your own fingers, that you move down a step on the damage
That's
condition tracker.
Worth it. 3 toes. Always.
All right.
You won't possibly regret that in a few days.
Fuck you. You're alive because I helped you. Shut up.
And I very much appreciate it.
Then let me have this.
I never said you couldn't.
Siphon's
Don't need to
gonna
have
look
that chat about de-escalation. Just I remembered that. Put it on the back burner now. You got stuff going on.
He's going to look around for an escape or a tunnel, where the tunnel used to be, or anything like that.
Okay, so as you look around, this tunnel is completely collapsed in both directions that you know were, well, you can kind of remember-ish where this tunnel was going. It's almost like it's like you're just in a hole right now, just because everywhere around you has just completely collapsed with this explosion. And you get the feeling, because you're not feeling any like from this hole, that basically this whole tunnel system has just gone down. All the significant blockages.
Do I get the general idea of the direction of where the tunnel was before it collapsed?
Make me a survival check.
Okay.
This is going to be challenging at minus 10%, as you know.
I gotta try something. What's the file? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's perception. Okay, well, you know, maybe. Oh, there you go. 22.
Nailed it. All right.
Kinda.
Okay, so you get the feeling from checking out the debris and the way everything sort of collapsed in, the tunnel kind of ran from northeast to southwest.
Okay.
They're kind of diagonally.
Okay. And can I kind of check which side of the wall that I know where that was, right? From where I am.
You've got like a good idea of where that was.
Okay. He is going to take off his armor and put his shield down and sword. He's gonna start moving rocks from where he thinks the tunnel was and just start digging.
Okay. So I would like you to make me a toughness test as you're doing this. This is just your general strength as you're just pulling these big rocks.
Okay. Okay, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's pretty good. 25. My toughness would be 56, something like that.
Nice. Okay, so the rest of you watch as Scythian just immediately gets to work and pulling out the debris that he can, these rocks, these collapsed bits of masonry from this building that was up above you. He's just pulling it so the tunnel is starting to clear a little bit. Attempting, at least, to make a...
I'll also help.
I'll sit on a rock with whatever is left of my gaff bag, and I'll be like going through the dirt, like looking for all the trappings I had to put back in my gaff bag. Very grumpy.
Okay.
Don't worry, Herita's still got some of yours.
And it doesn't matter because I've lost my notepad with the tally, but he's got it all up here. I still know what you owe.
All right. So what is Violetta doing?
Violetta knows what witchstone dust in essence would look like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe with a little help from her new friends, she could maybe look for some, if any survived.
Perhaps she could do that. All right. So I would like you to make me a... Let's have a look. All right. Let's use incantation because it's regarding like magic stuff, right?
Okay. Cool.
This is going to be challenging, minus 10%. Due to the the circumstances that you're in.
Yeah, just it's fine. Everything's fine. That's a 12.
A 12. Oh, okay. So you are side by side with Scythian, as Scythian is starting to pull away this rubble, this masonry, and you see as he pulls away one block, this little fracture of blue crystal in there.
I will sweep it into my sleeve and into my bag.
Okay, make me a skullduggery. If you don't have skullduggery, it would be agility.
Oh no. That's a 16. That's a success.
Jeez. Okay, so Scythian, I think if you're working, right, you're not going to be really focused on what?
Yeah, no, I'm not paying attention I'm focused on the work.
Yeah, so Violetta, you take advantage of the fact that Scythian is very much into just single-mindedly pulling away this rubble. And you see this blue shard up the sleeve very surreptitiously.
And then I'll help, I guess.
This is entirely up to your discretion, Susie. Because Arthur is going through the dirt, looking for whatever might be left of his belongings, would he come across any, he's not actively looking, but just digging through for his bits, would he come across one? I don't know what it does, but I just want to know if he might come across one.
I'm going to roll.
Shiny.
Okay.
And we'll see what's going on. So I would say
just do the magpie thing. Oh, shine.
Okay, with a 46, that is under the 50. It's going to be 50-50 either way. With a 46, as you're sort of going through your shit, Arthur, you're like, fucking... My stuff's so ruined. You also catch a hint of this vibrant blue.
So he'll
It's kind of lodged
again,
into like the underside of the strap of your backpack. As the explosion, it's like shrapnel. It's gone and a bit caught in that there.
Okay. So yeah, he'll probably spot it. Like look around at the rest of the group. Oh, not a complete shit fit of a day, I suppose. And he'll try and just get a bit like Violetta, basically, just sneak it out of the bag and put it in a pocket somewhere.
Okay. All right. So Skarut, how you doing?
He's heartbroken. They're alive, but he's heartbroken.
Scythian's going to make a certain effort to ensure Skarut is included in the clearing. When he gets one, he's going to actively give it to Skarut to kind of keep his mind going, try to keep him going. Just what little he can do.
Is Skarut receptive to this, or is he just like not there?
He's not really there.
Okay.
He doesn't so much speak. There are like grunts of acknowledgement, and like he just cut off two of his fingers, and it seems like he's probably stopped the bleeding from either knowing where to cut, knowing how to bind it up. But like when he grabs it, since his fingers are just freshly cut, like when he's picking something up with that hand, he should wince from pain. He's not really reacting at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you are all then you take a lot of time to just make your way through this tunnel, or at least try to, as it's all completely collapsed. But you end up sort of making a makeshift like ramp that takes you up and out of this hole that you found yourselves in, and you can see that you are basically in the courtyard behind the 13th, or what was once the 13th, because as you make your way out of the hole, you can see that this entire side of the riverbank is gone. It's all collapsed in this explosion.
Scythian gets his armor and puts it all back on. He puts Alex over his shoulder, and he's just going to start walking through the rubble towards buildings that are still standing.
Okay, so around here there are just kind of residentially sort of shops, and you can see that you would expect with an explosion like this this area to be full of people coming for a rescue effort. You know, remember that when you went in here, the 13th was being used as a sort of makeshift triage, right? It was an emergency hospital for the people from the cathedral ward that had exploded. But there is no one in the streets. It is completely empty.
Okay, Scythian's taking that as kind of comforting. Maybe they push people back. Maybe they kind of, got out and no one was here. He's grabbing onto that with everything he's got and hoping and praying, yeah.
And it is silent.
How far is it until we're out of the ruins into some solid street?
It takes you like a good 20 minutes of walking to get to somewhere that hasn't been immediately exploded by this big witchstone explosion. But you are in a sort of a residentially bit. There is, this is small windings with houses sort of all kind of like, old Tudory buildings with their white and black. It's just all like cobblestoney streets. You're in one of these streets.
No one's around?
no one. And there's usually, someone chucking a chamber pot out of a window. There's ragamuffin kids running around. There's dogs and cats. There's people hawking their wares or people coming home from work. It is empty. And there isn't even a light in a window. There's no candle anywhere. There's no fire burning. There's no chimneys lit. It is dead.
He's
Somehow...
gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you. I was gonna shitpost. You go.
Oh, right.
I have an idea. Skrut speaks for the first time and walks over to Herta with purpose and looks you in the eyes. Are these stars the same?
She'll take a look up.
You look up, and the night sky looks the same as it always did. Then you blink, and the sky is blood red, and the moon is huge and present. You look again, it's a normal night sky.
She's just, quiet and, just blinking because that was fucking weird.
Your reaction feels like a no.
It's a yes and a no. For a moment, it was like blood, and the moon was much closer than it should have been. But then it was normal again.
Look, we're not paying for a reading, all right? You don't have to do the bit, all right? We're not tourists.
Arthur, it is not a bit.
I don't know. I've heard this patter quite a lot from your stall.
From my stall.
Oh no. Get some in. Get some in. Blood red sky and a giant moon. Come on.
Can we hear any bugs?
No, this place is silent. You can't even hear the scurrying of rats that you normally would have. As much as that would be an unpleasant sound in this time to hear, you hear absolutely nothing. Not even the buzz of flies.
I think...
Go on.
I think I just kind of absentmindedly trace the finger over my scar and would like to check in with a certain individuals.
Okay. How would you like to achieve this? Are you just kind of like, hello?
Yeah. Just kind of whatever that brand new presence that's settling in, just kind of tap into that and mentally just have the princes been hard at work already?
Okay, I would like you to roll me an incantation test.
Okay. Nope, that's not the window I wanted. That is a 62, which is a success.
Okay, so Violetta, as you take a moment, you close your eyes, you focus on that brand that you can feel on the side of your face, even though you look to the mirror and there's nothing there. You can feel it, and you think, and you feel that energy, that warmth come through you again, and you open your eyes. Now, at the corner of your eyes, you see that same strange, tall, thin man with the white hair stood in an alleyway, and he beckons at you with a finger.
We're going this way, and I just start walking.
Okay. And so do the others follow?
I follow.
I also follow.
I pick up Alex again and follow.
Arthur looks at or hears Violetta sort of wander off and just goes, absolutely fucking not. Are you all just, she fucks off for half the day,
Where-
comes back talking to voices, draws lightning from the sky, and now we're walking off into shadows. Just go, yeah, all right, just let's bob on, shall we? That's not suspect to any of you?
Did you
She's trying to
miss
sell
me?
you to a doctor earlier, Scythian.
Did you miss me calling lightning from nowhere earlier?
Yeah, but you were here. You didn't fuck off for half a day.
You also make fun of me for consulting cards for answers. So
It's just 'cause I love you.
I think the thing is that the fact that she fucked off for an entire half a day.
I mean,
is what we're
that's
taking
fair.
issue on. We don't know who she talked to, where she's leading us. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, you wanted to, like Arthur said, wanted me to give me up to some guy who enjoys demons. And he stops for a minute. Yeah, maybe Arthur's right with this.
Scythian, that was entirely mostly in the interest of getting your Alex back, which you've done, so I no longer have any interest in that. I no longer have any interest in that particular arrangement. You've nothing to fear there. And Arthur...
I mean,
Yes, Skarut?
to be honest, if any of us wanted to kill each other, we would have done it by now.
I mean, that's a very good point.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is with deception, my friend Skaroo, if you want to do something more nefarious than kill people, you bide your fucking time.
Arthur, you're the one who would deceive all of us. You're the one who's the most deceptive, and yet we rely on you too.
Yeah, but it takes one to know one, doesn't it? Why this alley, Violetta? You just picked it. Let's pop down here, shall we? It's near the shops. Got a calling, it's down here.
I have a good feeling about it. And if that's not enough for you, you can stay here.
In that case, I'm going to stay with Arthur. That's not good enough. And he's going to put Alex down and then start tending to her. He's going to have a look at her eyes as well to see if they're glowing blue.
Okay. So, and you pop down, Alex, you open her eyelids and look. They are back to the brown that they were. They're not the vibrant, bright blue that they had been in that particular room. Violetta, as they begin to walk away from you, you hear in the back of your mind, none of this is real. None of this. This is a nightmare, a waking nightmare. You just need to end it.
End it how?
Any way you like.
I keep going for the alley.
Okay. As you enter the alley, it is empty. There is no one there. That man is gone. And you hear that voice again. They need to wake up too. Wake them up, Violetta.
I will say that with that conversation, Herta had stopped following, but she hadn't like gone either way. She just like stopped.
Mm-hmm. This is another one of his games, Violetta. He's keeping you here. He has that power. Rob him of it.
Rob him of it. Yes. Quite. And she goes a little deeper into the alley as Quinn looks something up in a book.
Okay. So, outside of the alley, what's happening?
Scootus is probably talking to Herta, actually. What do we do now? Why does everyone have to have an ulterior motive?
I can tell you I don't.
Okay, fine. Almost everyone.
What is your ulterior motive?
Well, go on now, because I apparently adopted a rat child who then died. And somehow that changed me as a person, which I kind of hate. But
You didn't care about family before?
Adopted family is different than chosen.
How so?
When someone takes in a child, sometimes they take in a child for the compassion, and sometimes they want an extra pair of hands. I didn't want anything from Ronald, but I saw a desire to live that at one point I had lost. So I sought to give him what I didn't have. It was one of the first true selfless things I've done. And maybe it's because it was someone that felt like they were a monster. I know that feeling, but the difference is I was not in sewers when I thought it. This creature was afraid of a dog and then fought alongside it. Did not call us fleshies at the end. It revolted against a queen. This creature was braver than any of us were, and chose to give his life for strangers. If you had asked me to do that a month ago, I would have stabbed you.
Yeah, I believe that.
And
I wholeheartedly
instead,
believe it.
I tried to help you. I don't even know you.
Would it make you feel better if you stabbed me right now?
No. No.
For what it's worth, everybody has something they want, whether they are obvious about it or not.
Yes, but I think now I actually want to live.
I mean, if nothing else, live for Ronald the Desert Silent.
I suppose.
It's what he would want, and you know it.
Would it be weird to get a pet rat and name it after him? That's strange.
Maybe a little? Maybe.
That's fine. And then he's probably just like contemplating that.
Maybe you forgot a dog.
Ah. Fuck, the demon dog!
Oh, no, you suddenly remembered. Okay, no, I don't know what we're supposed to do here. I'm afraid to look at the cards. I'm afraid to look at the sky. Everything that I know is topsy-turvy.
Well, fear means you're still alive.
I don't like it.
Being alive?
The fear.
Oh. Drink.
You know it's not a bad idea. Do you have anything?
I bet you Arthur does. I guess we'll walk over there.
Are we going back to Arthur then?
Yeah.
Sorry, Violetta.
She's scary.
Bitch, you terrifying.
I have a thought for what she might be doing also.
I was just about to ask, what is Violetta doing then?
It's not a great idea, probably, but Violetta thinks it is. Regardless of whether anyone is watching, she very quickly gets to work casting Magic Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Just where she stands, spends that minute doing that. I'm assuming uninterrupted.
I mean, if you're down the alley, I'm not even seeing it, so yeah, probably not.
You're on your own.
Then,
what's new?
Good. I light another cigarette. And then just kind of cavalierly, just out to the alley. Oh, Prince of Change? Did you want to play? Is that what we're doing here?
Are you
One of your
shouting that?
games?
Yeah, what the hell?
Are you shouting that?
Not shouting, but you probably hear it.
Oh boy. Okay, roll me that incantation test.
It is easy. I believe it's easy. Yes. So that I need like below a 70 something. 73. That number now matters. To succeed, I need a 74.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
So, you stand in the middle of this circle. You had completely just kind of left to it by the others as they were having a little wholesome good chat. And Scythian was looking after Alex. But your voice rings out, and the rest of you hear it as Violetta issues this challenge, but there's something strange about her voice this time. There's something tinged to it. It's almost like an energy that you feel in the back of your mind, and it sort of tingles there in the back of your head as she speaks. And there is a silence after this issue is challenged, and it seems to echo around as though you were in a room, but you're in a street. The sound shouldn't echo the way it does. Is there anything anybody would like to do in the immediate, like right now?
Drink.
Shit. It's one or two things he's gonna do. Fuck.
While you're thinking about that, would we recognize that is a well-known demon that she's talking to, or a negative spirit, if I can put it that way?
So if anybody has anything idea about demons, maybe not Skarut, because Skarut is like a big, I don't fucking care about demons are real.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is.
Scythian would know.
I know.
Arthur
But
might. Oh, sorry.
If it's a prince, I can stab them.
I mean, Herta does know about demons, but I don't think she's ever dealt with them.
Mm-hmm. I think he would know it as a concept.
Yeah.
I think because Arthur, even if he didn't know of who the Prince of Change was, with the way Arthur feels about demons, he'd just I don't care, that sounds fucking freaky, whatever she's doing. I'm just gonna, my head's gonna go, this demons is dangerous, and he's just gonna turn to the rest and just fucking demons, fucking stop her.
Shit. Siphon's kind of standing there, look of sheer horror on his face. His hand goes to his sword, and then he looks, and he kind of looks at the others and just goes, "Run."
Is she doing something magical, like a spell?
Violetta has cast Magic Circle.
I would like to dispel it.
It's already been done. The magic is done, right? The issue has been challenged, so it's an act that's already happened. So it's not you can't stop her in the midst of it. If she goes to do something again, then maybe yes.
I was gonna say that's counterspell that you're thinking of, right? I don't want to counterspell it. I want to dispel.
But the magical effect has happened already. She's done the thing. So there's nothing left to dispel.
Got you. Well, Herta will pull out a silver dart and just kind of look at everyone. Are we
if everyone's looking, Sophie's picking up and they go, "Run, you idiots!" and start running.
I think Arthur won't move. Arthur would just be dumbstruck. He sees Scythian getting ready, but then he sees Herta grabbing something, and he probably looks at Skarut. Despite the fact he nicked my bag, just to see what Skarut's gonna do. He's because I'll probably stay with the stabby guy. That's relatively safe. But if he's legging it, I'll run as well. So Arthur would just be like,
If this is dangerous, Arthur, and Scythian is running, I will give you time to get away. You can go.
Fucking
pull out my dirk.
Come with me.
Arthur, I'm not
Skarut.
a smart one.
We just talked about this. Going by yourself is suicide. That's not living for Ronald. We should either go or fight together.
And trust me, like, demons are nasty fucking pieces of work, all right? You stay, I'm staying.
I mean, where would we go? There's no animals, there's no sound, you say the sky is wrong. If something is coming, there's nowhere to run.
We should face it head on then.
I told you, I want to live, so I'm not going to lose. Because the Three-Toe clan does not end with me. And I start walking that direction very slowly.
Oh, okay. Damn. All right. So, as you begin to advance, as Scythian, you ready your weaponry. Violetta, you spin to look at your companions, maybe former companions, who knows, maybe current still friends that are a bit stabby at you right now. As you see them all stood at the end of the alley, looking at you with horror and with weapons drawn as if to attack, you all feel all around you grow icy cold, and you can see your breath in front of you mist and cloud out. The sky turns that deep blood red that you had seen here to that moon seems to grow in brightness and intensity above you. And you all hear that voice in the back of your head, a different voice this time, Violetta, than the one you'd been hearing. It's a deep, resonant voice that laughs. A challenge has been issued, and a challenge you should have. Welcome to my game. And the earth beneath your feet begins to bend, and Violetta, you see this alley that you're in sort of bend in half, and you're stood. So imagine you're stood here, you begin to fall backwards, but your feet are still attached to the floor. But you look down and you can see nothing but an endless chasm. You see the street extend behind you, and the sky is horizontal to you. This isn't how anything works. And you can look up, and it's like there's a ledge where the alley was. And Scythian, Herta, and Skarut, and Arthur, you see the earth the Violetta is on just bend. It seems to drop, and she falls backwards. And everything is lit by this deep red.
This is what I meant by the sky was wrong.
You don't fight this. You don't. Not with an army could you fight this.
Then there's no point in running, is there? Violetta, do I really have to stab someone else today?
Am I still
And
there?
I say that very...
You can still hear it. Yeah, you can still hear them. And you know they're just up over that lip.
Okay. We're not in the real world right now, Skarut. We're in his world anyway. I didn't bring him here.
Doesn't matter. Do I have to stab you? That's my question.
I think stabbing me is probably a pretty bad idea right about now.
Why?
If it's not the real world, is it actually going to do anything harmful?
Are you trying to feed us to a demon?
I am not trying to feed you to a demon. I'd rather like to get out of here and get back to the one I like.
All right. Well, there we go. Violetta is maybe crazy and selfish, but self-preservation is in her nature.
Well, what's that bullshit then? You just cast a thing and now the world is in half.
Arthur, no
What?
magic makes sense. They're literally all fucking nuts.
Well, yeah, obviously. What did you do with the wordy stuff? All right, just fucking start talking. Who's your mate? Why are we here? Where are we? For fuck's sake! Why am I seeing red moon?
Arthur, do you not like change?
No, I don't. And I don't like demons. They're all fucking weird. All right. I want answers. Or I'm what? What?
You know what?
Oh.
I'm gonna walk over the lip.
Okay. So Skarut, you walk forward and you trust in yourself to keep walking. And it's a strange sensation as you are almost like flipped and you carry on walking as if nothing had ever happened.
Hate that. But then I'm like, ah! No,
I flinch.
You see him drop, you hear the scream.
Do we see him?
I think Arthur will like run to the edge. You won't go to step over. He'll just like run.
Yeah, Herta will also go to the edge.
Just gently look over the edge.
You can see Violetta. So I imagine Arthur's like laid on his tummy and he's looking over the edge, right? Like,
well, they do that trick in movies to make me look like I'm climbing, but it's just they've just tilted the camera the other way up.
You look over the edge and you can see Violetta and Skarut stood as if nothing was ever like as if things were normal, but they're like horizontal to you. It's strange, like they've gone,
gotcha.
and their feet are still attached to the wall.
Oh. Emma, just go.
Maybe when we get back.
You hear again this deep voice, and as you're stood there, Skarut, and you look at Violetta, something catches your eye. You lift your head up to look to where the sky is, and you can see this looming out of the blood red clouds. You see this figure, this man, this elven man, and he sort of gestures a hand, and you can see the smile that's bright. The moonlight catches off his teeth. It gives you the most Gendo Ikari sort of glasses push teeth smile, and he says, "No, please do continue stabbing one another. It's very interesting, amusing, even.
I like the
I
dog
do
better.
so wonder if you will be able to beat my riddles. This puzzle I've put you in. Go ahead."
What did I tell you?
I look at Violetta. I like the dog better. It didn't talk. It was big. It's. Is that? Can Herta read the faces? Is that the thing?
I think Hart is very capable, but I think this is a little outside of her realm of study.
And I yell, Herta! I need you to come read the face in the sky!
I'm
Do I?
right here.
Oh, shit.
Hi.
Is the face still there?
And she's just gonna like awkwardly kind of try to make her way to the way that he's standing, because she's just like, this is the fucking weirdest thing. What the?
I'm gonna pull you over.
Physics!
And you get that sensation is where it feels like your stomach thinks you're falling, right? That it looks over the edge and your stomach's like, I'm gonna fucking die, but your feet connect, and it takes you a moment for your brain to be like, okay, before you are on your feet and oriented.
And I will try to read the sky.
Tradecraft.
I ignore 2 of my skills in that.
That's right.
Yeah, it's great. So this is just a straight up 48% is a success that I need. Reroll.
Okay.
Wow.
So that was a
I can't read
68
shit. I'm sorry, Skarut.
and a 61. Okay, so you pull out your cards to read this, and every single card you pull is the same image. It's this very finely dressed elven man, and he is beaming in each one, giving you the most smug fuck you look, but without lagging a finger. It's a very self-satisfied, smug image on each card, and every single card is the same image.
Are his teeth showing?
Yes.
Maybe we need a dentist.
I'm quite unimpressed with the fact that you have manipulated my deck. quite petty.
There are many things I can do, child. You think your little tricks are enough?
God, this explains why Violetta is like this.
Mm.
No, this one isn't mine, dear. Is my circle still up?
No.
I'm no longer in my safety circle. Okay.
not in the safety circle.
Okay. When I reach to try and tap into the outsiders, that's what it is, we'll just say it. Do I get anything helpful?
Okay, we were going to come back to this. In the meantime, I just want to skip across to what Scythian and Arthur are doing right now.
I'm deciding whether or not to do the stupid thing.
Do the stupid thing. Every time.
Do the stupid thing every time. Scythian's gonna stick with Alex and try and wake her up because he feels he probably needs Alex at this particular moment. I think them two together might be a bit of a comfort, so he's gonna try and wake her up.
Okay. So you sort of take Alex by the shoulders and gently sort of try and rouse her, try and shake her awake. And she begins to rouse a little bit. She's very groggy. Her eyes are heavy. And as she wakes, I'm going to actually use a crit. You feel a blade plunged into your stomach, Scythian.
Of course I do.
You are going to take... Hang on. 1 second. 1 second. I closed the page. You are going to take 11 points.
That's one.
Yeah, it's 1 down your damage threshold. As Alex's eyes snap open, but they are not the brown they were. They are a black. And as she opens her mouth, insects, centipedes, worms just start spewing out of them, and dirt comes flowing from her mouth.
What the hell? And I'm gonna just stagger back. Arthur, could you see that?
I assume I can.
You don't. You see nothing. You don't even see Alex anymore.
See what? Why are you holding your stomach?
Can you see I'm eating?
No.
What do you mean? Alex, she's right there. She's
not
stabbed me.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Take a breath. All right, she's not here. There's nobody there. Stomach's fine. And I'll probably walk over and pat the armor, look, see? And I'll hold up my hand to show that there's at least from my point of view, there's no blood on my hand or anything.
From your point of view, Scythian, his hand is coated in your blood.
What do you mean it's coated? Don't touch the wound.
What? Look, nothing's fine.
What's Alex doing? Is she coming towards him?
She is staggered to her feet now. And she looks like she's ready to fight you.
And he's going to get his shield and he's going to try and knock her out again.
Okay. So, let's do a little initiative between the two of you.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. What did you get?
I got a 19.
A 19, damn. Okay. Okay, so you're up first as she sort of lunges towards you. What would you like to do?
I would like to knock her out.
Okay, so you need to make a...
No, you have to make a marker, then I knock her out.
That's
so
right.
you need to make an athletics test.
Well, I'm going to use a crit on that because I've got a lot up here. So she just doesn't. You go for the shield, you bop her in the face, and it's as you hit her, it's like she's made of dirt, and a big chunk of her face just falls off.
What the? And he's going to pause and kind of think back to... Violetta said this isn't real, right? He heard that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to try and... Arthur, you can't see this, right? What did I punch for you, Arthur?
Like, I don't know, particles of carbon dioxide and oxygen, mate. All right, we got bigger problems than a cloud.
I don't know what any of that meant.
Jesus Christ. Look, even world ending, world split in half, can you stop fighting fairies and maybe walk this way?
I'm going to swing and take a head off.
Okay, you're going to swing to attack?
Yeah.
All right.
Or at least attempt to. Jesus. I can re-roll! It's my Chevalier.
You can re-roll, yes.
thing. Oh, fuck my life. What is life?
So it's a 65 and a 94 to hit from Siphon. Both are unfortunately not enough to connect. Okay. It is Alex's turn. Oh, no, wait. You marked, you knocked out, and you attacked, right?
Yeah, I bank a parry.
Okay, you bank one to parry. All right. So, doesn't matter. I'm going to use a crit. You can't parry it because it's available to me. I'm going to do it.
She's using her crits, okay?
I've used 3. I've still 3 left, and I have those rerolls. Like, let's not mess around, friends. I got this. Right. Okay. So, right. And then I'm going to use one of those tokens to set the face to 6. 3,
naturally.
9. That's 15.
That is... If the number is 15, does that break the threshold?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 2. I am grievously wounded.
Okay, so I need you to roll me 2... I think it's 2d6 to determine whether or not you take an injury.
Yes, I do.
You take an injury. Okay, so all right. Roll me d100.
Okay. Watch this 99 now. You watch. Here we go. Oh, well, yeah, that was 61.
61. Okay. Whoa. You have a mutilated nose. Until fully recuperated, you cannot smell as you're in pain.
Okay.
You must undergo a successful surgery or suffer the consequences. Once a mutilated nose has undergone a failed surgery, you permanently flip the results to fail all skill tests, which rely on smell and taste.
Okay.
But for the time being, she takes a chunk. She basically just cuts the end of your nose off. You get the Tyrion treatment at the Battle of Blackwater. Your nose is it's off. And blood is pouring down your face. She is then gonna... she's gonna lurch at you to take you down. So I need you to make a coordination test.
Okay.
And I assume Arthur is still not seeing any of this. Like, his Siphon's nose looks fine, and
yeah, Siphon's nose.
I got a nice.
You got a nice.
It's not a success though. It's not.
Doesn't matter because I didn't get one either. So this dirt version of Alex just lunges at you to take you down. She misses, and she's just going to swing wildly with one arm just to stun you. So you must make an athletic. You must make me a toughness test.
I succeed.
Okay, so she brings up this back of her arm just to smack you across the ear as you sort of dodge out of the way of this grab. And but you manage to sort of like, you see the blow coming and you move with it so it doesn't impact you as much. You are not stunned. Okay, it's back to you.
Siphon is gonna kind of hold his nose, look at the blood, and hold this side, look at the blood, and he's going to turn to Arthur and go, "It's not real." And he's just going to extend his arms and wait for the knife to come.
Okay, so you're not doing anything?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to say then that we'll go narratively rather than have her roll for this.
Yeah.
She comes at you with the blade, and with a speed you didn't think she would possess in the sort of like fleshy zombie dirt creature that she's become. She plunges the knife into your throat, and she keeps stabbing and she keeps stabbing, and it hurts, Scythian. That first blade is agony as it hits your throat, and you can feel it. You feel the pain, the agony, before you feel that connection of the blade with your spinal cord, and everything goes black. And in front of you, Arthur, Scythian crumples to the ground.
Arthur is now going to do the stupid thing. Fucking fuck this bullshit. And he's going to turn, draw his pistol, like run up to the edge, draw his pistol, lean over and fire at Violetta.
All right, make me that attack.
Let's crit it, because why not? For shits and giggles.
All right. So, shoot Violetta.
Shoot her!
Boom. And because actually, this is how very mean of me. So that can't be dodged or parried because that's the weapon thing. So that's CB +1 +1 D6 damage. So it's 4. Oh lord, it's fine. It's 4 plus a D6. Nothing.
Is his mic going funny for anybody else? Okay.
My mic. Interesting. 8 points of damage.
It's like you just ate your mic.
Yeah, give it a refresh.
Right.
But that's 8 points of damage to. Oh, well, it's 8 for Violetta. Okay, so is that enough to bump you down a threshold? Okay.
Yes. Was I able to get anything off before things literally popped off?
So you were attempting to hit that outsider line, and you basically get the magical version of the "this line is engaged" tone. You get that boop, 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 boop. You get nothing as you are trying. Here again, the voice of the Prince of Change just laughing, chuckling to himself. That was cute, I'll give you that. You have a problem, your friend here. You should stop him.
Do you want to help?
No, I'd rather watch. I don't get my hands dirty. I leave that for others.
You leave quite a mess behind, though.
The figure in the clouds just shrugs.
Just shrug emojis. You know, it was almost you. But then you fucked my cousin.
Literally?
I did.
What?
Yes. Literally.
What?
How's she doing, by the way? She alive?
Shrug emoji. he sort of grows quiet, does a little chuckle, but otherwise shrugs at you.
And Antoinette, I assume one of yours.
No, actually.
Someone else's.
She has her own little, what do they call them? Coven, clan, something.
Oh. I didn't
It's
know
very
that they
cute.
are. So I assume you want something?
No, really.
No, that tracks.
This is a game, Violetta. This is a very fun game, and I'm very much enjoying you and your little friends running around, scurrying like the rats. I'm sorry about your son, Skarut. He was tolerable, at least.
What do you get out of this game? It's entertainment, right? You want us to kill each other.
So. We'll kill each other, chat amongst us, run around aimlessly like headless chickens. It's all the same to me.
But
you are one of many things I have going on right now.
Your entertainment ends if we die.
Oh, no, it doesn't. It very much doesn't. You see, my domains stretch far and wide. I will never be through with you.
So it doesn't matter if we die?
No. Live, die. Cry, laugh.
I'm curious. What happens if you die here?
I can't die here.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, absolutely. You should listen to Violetta, by the way. She did get one clue in before I closed that line. She's not as daft as you all look.
Look, I know that I have a blank face, but it does not mean there's nothing going on up here.
So, Arthur, would you like to shoot me again for the prince's amusement, or has my point been made?
I just want this to fucking end, and I'm like hurriedly reloading my pistol, and I'll probably take aim at the Arthur is freaked the fuck out right now, so if he can see like a cloud face, like he'll load up and he'll turn to the cloud face and shoot at the cloud face. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's fucking doing.
It's like a figure, right? It's like the head and shoulders of this man, and as you aim the pistol, he sort of opens up his very fine doublet and exposes his chest. Go on, take a shot, please.
Arthur, where is Scythian?
He's on the floor. Over there, he said like he was fighting something. He lost his hand, blood, stomach. He went mental, and now he's lying down. All right, he just had a nap. He just fell on the floor. This is bullshit.
Susie, we saw Alex with him when we got here first, right?
That's right.
And then Arthur just didn't see her afterward, like at a certain point.
No.
Do I still have Ronald's hand?
No. You're not entirely sure when you were aware that you were no longer holding his hand or what remained of it, but you look down and it's gone.
I look at the face and ask, what is it that you want most?
To effect change. It's literally in my name. You're all very descriptive, really, aren't you?
They're just dense. And I turn and look at Arthur. And I smile.
What?
I hope that I'm right.
What? You're fucking scaring me. What's going on?
Okay, so you stick your blade into your own throat.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so Arthur, you watch as Skarut just rams his blade into his own throat, and Skarut, you feel again the pain. You feel that rush of warmth as the blood sort of gushes over your hand, and you feel your legs feel weak beneath you, and you drop.
I think Herta would scream.
Okay.
What do we see? Like, is there any like blood, or does it?
No, you see Skarut, and then he falls.
Ooh, no blood.
So we don't see anything. He just drops. What the fuck is going on?
As this happens, we cut to Scythian. You are in darkness. You feel weightless. You don't feel like you have a body at present. You just feel like you are floating. And you hear a voice calling to you. Scythian. Scythian, wake up. Scythian.
I will go to the voice, try and pinpoint it, and doggy float over to the voice.
Okay, you
because I've
feel
never flown it, and it's just like so weird.
You feel this pull. You feel this voice calling to you, and you, as you sort of move towards this voice, you feel your body returning to you. You feel that weight, once again, that familiar weight of your limbs, of your body, and you feel air hit your lungs as you now are aware that you're breathing again. You can breathe. You feel your heart beating in your chest as you open your eyes, and you see a very pale, thin man with white hair looming over you. His bony hand is sort of tapping your cheek.
Who are you?
I'm a friend. Wake up.
Oh. Right. I would very much like to wake up. And I kind of get up, like... Just...
And he sort of helps you sit up, and he brings some water and brings it to your lips, as you're aware that you are so thirsty right now. Your mouth is so dry. And he eases you in, as you're trying to drink too much. And he sits you up. Welcome. The light brought you back. Well done.
The light?
You'll understand in time. Now I need your help. And he gestures to his side, and you can see that laid alongside you is Skarut, Herta, Violet, and Arthur. And you see that Skarut is starting to come around. You can hear him sort of making sounds.
Is Alex there?
Alex is there.
That's all right.
And she's kind of already propped up in a corner watching you. And she gives you a weak wave.
And the biggest smile he's done in ages comes on his face. And he looks at the guy. All right. What do you need me to do?
And he says, take my hand.
You'll take the hand?
And I need you to trust me.
And he'll look to Alex.
Mm-hmm.
And then to him.
And she sort of like shrugs like, oh,
yeah. And this will help the others?
Yes, we'll bring them back.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, who do you choose first?
So Skarut is already waking up.
Skarut is sort of, stirring.
Arthur, because he was freaking the fuck out.
Okay, so Arthur, what are you doing right now? What is your reaction? You had the gun pointed at Violetta. You pointed it at the prince in the clouds.
I think... I think when he sees Skarut go down, I don't know why this feels very mean to Scythian, but when he sees Skarut go down, he'll run over and like drop to his knees, like no, fucking Skarut, and he's slapping his face and trying to get a response out of him.
Okay, so as you're kneeling over Skarut, you're trying to wake him, you're slapping his face, shaking his body, you feel an intense agony sort of pierce your body. Like you've been hit by like 80,000 volts of lightning. Everything convulses at once, and you shrink into a tiny ball as your body is just zapped. And you scream, and it feels like everything is happening at once as your teeth clench. You feel the blood in your mouth as you bite your tongue as you are convulsing under this electricity. And Scythian, you feel a very similar sensation. You take the man's hand. He holds you very tightly, and you can feel it, his fingers digging into your hand. And you watch as he puts his hand on Arthur's chest, and you are blinded by brightness as this energy courses through you and into Arthur. And Arthur, you begin to stir.
What the fucking hell?
Did you have to squeeze my hand so tight? Oh.
I'm sorry.
And I imagine, like, as soon as Arthur is like compos mentis, he'll like do that thing when, like, in every film when someone wakes up and they don't know where they are, like scrambling back to like to find anything. Like, if I was led down or sat down or whatever, like bringing like knees up, like fucking what's the fuck going on? What the fuck is this?
As you do this, you find that you're in a very kind of a large room. And it feels very cold in here, and it looks quite industrial. The walls are like a very tall wood. You can see like crates and stuff in here. And as you are sort of scrambled back, you can hear behind you what appears to be the sea, or a harbor, and you can almost taste the salt in the air. And this man is stood. He stood next to Scythian, and he fixes you with a very warm smile. His face is otherwise blank. Relax, friend. You're safe here. The light protects us.
It's all right, Arthur. It's all right.
What the fuck is this?
This is real, Arthur. This is real.
What the fuck?
Should we...
What was that?
A nightmare.
Is that... Fuck. And I like pass my gaze over, seeing everyone else led down as well.
Okay, and as you pass your gaze over the bodies of Violetta and Herta, we cut back to the waking nightmare TM, definitely not Bloodborne, and we see Violetta and Herta. What would you like to do?
Herta is panicking a little bit because Skarut dropped, and now Arthur has dropped. What is going on?
I kind of reach out and put a hand on her. None of this is real, Arthur. We're in his domain, but I'm sure we'll be fine. And in a certain light, isn't it kind of exciting?
In what world?
Oh, you know, this one, next one doesn't really matter, does it? There's something a little... You know, since this isn't real, and I'm not entirely sure we'll remember it afterwards. With your consent, I'd like to kiss you.
What? What?
With your consent, of course.
Sure, fuck it, why not?
And
if it's not real, we won't remember.
And we do.
Okay. So you both share a uncertain yet lovely kiss. There's a smoosh of faces. It's lovely. It's romantic. You're lit by this horrible blood moon. But in this moment, you both have a moment of peace as you kiss. But Herta, as you were just about to pull back to be like, that was nice, but what the fuck? You suddenly find yourself again, much like Scythian, in darkness, with your body slowly returning to you. You wake up on the floor of the warehouse.
Ah, I swear you are squeezing tighter. Every single time tighter. Oh.
What?
Hey, Herta.
What?
Hey, Herta. You okay?
I think so. It's not blood red in the sky anymore, is it?
No.
No. And again, you see looming over Scythian, this strange man, this tall, thin man with white hair. But we're going to cut back to the Nightmare Realm with Violetta. And now Violetta, he has gone from the clouds. He's stood before you. He's a tall, thin, elven man with sort of dark skin. And he looks at you and says, "Your friends have all gone. You're all alone in my realm. You could have chosen this, Violetta. You could have stood at my side. I sense a greatness in you, more than ever was with your cousin. She turned out to be quite disappointing, but I know in your bloodline, in your blood, your power is stronger."
You don't fuck with an Orsanov. And I'd like to cast Ren Chaos on him.
Oh, okay. So,
And I'd like to use my critical success, if I may.
Absolutely. Okay. So, tell us what that will do to him.
Let me double check that I get the wording correct. That's 2d10 plus 5 damage, and he is set on fire if he is abyssal or an occultist to any of the demonic princes, which I think he might count as an abyssal prince. Let me roll damage. I don't know if it'll actually do anything because we're in his domain, but my magic does affect supernatural and abyssal things, regardless of whether or not I know their true names. Nah, I don't need to roll that number. 2d10. There's a 1. So that's 16 points of damage, and he's set on fire.
Okay, so what do you look like as you cast this spell?
She is giddy as all hell. This is a dream come true. We love demons in this house. The Orsanovs fucking love demons, so she just kind of traces a pattern on her scar, and I think if it works, a similar sort of blackish lightning would fill him briefly.
Okay, and so as you say, you don't fuck with an Orsanov, and you move your hands to cast the spell, you trace your scar. He smiles at you, and there's a sort of almost like pride in his eyes as he sees it happen. He doesn't make any attempt to resist you or counteract your magic. And it hits him. This black energy, like lightning, courses through his body. He doesn't seem to react or convulse like others have that have been hit by this magic. He smiles and he bows. "I'll see you soon, Violetta."
I look forward to it.
And his body explodes into an explosion of black lightning that courses through him, and you feel it almost get reflected back into your body, and you feel that chaos, that energy, that power course through you. And as far as as before you know it, your consciousness is out. And back in the warehouse, Skarut, you have come around now on the ground, but you can see that Herta, Siphon, and Arthur are also awake. And this man is with them. You see Alex in the corner, who's like, "What's up?"
I look for Ronald.
Ronald is not here.
I sigh and sit up.
Arthur will like run straight over to Skarut. Just be like, just doing that thing where it's just like a like an overprotective mum. Just like I'll be patting him, going, "You're right. You're right. Hang on. All right, no blood. Just show me the neck. All right, good. Okay, all right."
Do I still have my
Get the
fingers?
shit out of me.
You do not have your fingers. You are down to 3 fingers on one hand.
And then he just starts laughing. And settles down a little bit. What?
No, I was just gonna say, I think Arthur would do that thing where he laughs as well, but has no idea why. Sort of like, this is uncomfortable, so he goes, ha, ha, yeah, yeah.
I guess it's good that only my fingers didn't come back with me.
Well, yeah. Maybe we could have like a dialogue before you do that in front of me. That'd be appreciated.
That's fair.
All right, fine. Leave me alone with these people. Fucking hell.
I mean, they need you more than you need them, to be honest.
Well, yeah. Well,
What do you mean, these people?
obviously. Oh, like it. Oh, sorry. You could hear. These fine,
we're
upstanding
standing right
pillars.
here.
Yeah, pillars of the community. That's what I meant. I meant what I meant by that, right? You see, now me, I'm a piece of shit, bottom level rung. I meant don't leave me here with these fine people, upstanding pillars of the community, because I pale in comparison, and it, to be honest, it triggers my self-esteem issues, and I don't need it right now. My therapist told me to
Erika's just
remove myself from
gonna
toxic
hug
environments.
Arthur.
What? Good to see you, though. We're all right.
She's hugging Arthur. Just shut up.
All right. So as Arthur, you say, good to see you, though. We're all right. You note that Violetta is still unconscious.
Do I remember, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You all remember exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I push her with my
I'm
foot
not
a
letting
little
you
bit.
get away with that. Come on.
All right.
I kick her foot.
Violetta doesn't react.
Don't fucking kick her. Demons again. What are you doing?
How did you wake me up?
Oh, sorry, what?
How did you wake me up?
I did very little. This holy man here did most of the work. He just crushed my hand. Yeah.
Can I scrutinize this guy?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I would do too.
Yeah.
I had to stab myself. Who the hell is this?
Ow.
I know that feeling.
Hup.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
19.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
73.
Yeah, we got
That
rerolls.
is much better.
Okay.
It's a 24.
So with a 24, Heta, you look this guy over, and he's dressed in a very simple sort of priest's habit. He is a very calm, sort of measured expression on his face. But as you look him over, he fixes you with a soft smile. And you're like, fucking shady bitch. You look him over and you don't detect anything that would give away someone who may be hiding something. He seems to be quite just a simple priest.
I pull up my holy symbol and then like tap Violetta with it just to make sure she doesn't burn.
so much like Benny from The Mummy, you've got like this holy symbol and a necklace. You're like, just to see if it burns her. I'm full. And there is no, as the symbol makes contact with Violetta's flesh, there's nothing. There's no effect.
That's all I've got.
It was worth a shot, Screwed. It really was. So I'm terribly sorry. I don't know your name. He's talking to me.
He smiles and offers a slight bow. He says, Lucian Stormcrow.
Thank you, Lucian, for your help. Greatly appreciated. We may have a slight complication with this one.
Sorry, I just watched that happen on Jay's face. Sorry, okay.
Well, you see, I think she might be the one responsible for where we were, and well, she consorts with demons and the like.
She is the only one that can help us.
Help us with
Don't stab
what?
Did she not tell you?
She isn't this jack. You try and get a straight answer out of there, you'll be waiting a week.
You see, the Prince of Change has arrived in Heartholm. He's taken the Queen. He's destroyed half of the city. The Light has chosen Violetta to help us battle him, to restore order, to banish him from this plane. She saved your life.
Right. Okay, well, I guess we better wake her up then, right?
She'll be with us in a moment.
Oh, good, you don't have to crush my hand.
And he stands there and almost by Violetta's feet, and he bows his head and clutches his hands to his chest, and you hear him mutter something. And Violetta, you feel that air hit your lungs as you breathe, and your eyes snap open, and you see the tall, thin man with the white hair stood at your feet.
Have you got a cigarette?
Pointedly not making eye contact.
He smiles, and he offers a hand for you to get up, and in the other he has a cigarette case.
I take the cigarette case first.
Yep.
Light it, and it just ignites because, whoo! And then I will take his hand and get up.
And he pulls you to your feet and then steps back away from you. Welcome back.
Good to meet you in person.
And you.
And I'll just kind of look around at the others. Trust me yet?
No.
What? You mean aside from the dark alleyway, the magic casting ritual, the dragging us into a demon lair, the splitting the world in half, and feeding us all to a fucking cloud man?
To be fair,
no, not really.
I didn't drag us there.
Yep, says who? You and the mother's aunt. And who's this bloke? Old white-haired Doc Fondles, all right? Breaking side of your hands, tickling us all in our sleep. You two are best mates, all right? Talk. And straight talk this time, not like Arthur Mythfold talk, all right? You're not sending me anything, apart from bullshit.
I take a very long drag of my cigarette. The Prince of Change is here, as I have said. So I aligned with something I believe is more powerful. That is where I fucked off to, as you put it.
Look at that. Straight fucking answer. Lovely.
No, it wasn't, because she said something more powerful. She did not say something more better, nor did she say what it was.
Yeah, that's my point. Is this the guy?
Yeah.
Is this the being that you...
I'll kind of look him over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but he's been helpful so far.
So, do you know...
Go ahead.
Do you know who this person is? Is he a priest? Are you a priest?
I am.
Of what
the light.
god? Of the light.
The light.
Now, I would know what the hell that actually... Would I know what the hell that actually means? Is the light kind of like an encompassing of...
The problem with Heartholm and the world you live in is new religions pop up literally every day.
Shit. I don't know what the light is. What the hell is that? What religion is that? What god do you follow?
It is the force within all of us, that which purges all others, particularly the princes of demonic princes. Sorry, they are a problem that need to be erased. And my order, my religion, my faith, my strength derives from removing them, scourging them.
Okay. Well, I think that's good news. I mean, that's good, right? Something against demons? It's got to be, right?
Oh, yeah, no. Demons versus demons. It's always great for the people stuck in the middle. History books, full of great stories like that.
I mean, I don't get the sense this thing's a demon. So, no offense. This person. Apologies. I don't think he's a demon.
Well, who do you fight for then? All right, you don't like these demonic things. You're mates with Violetta against princes of whatever fucking darkness. Why? What do you like? Power vacuums are not a good thing. You should have seen it when Stall 6 came up for grabs. All right. You must be working for somebody.
Demonic presences are never a good thing.
This isn't Violetta's god, because she would never say that.
Fair point.
We accept people for walks from all backgrounds, united in a common goal. Our common goal right now is to remove the Prince of Change. For good.
Did you find the body of a Skazak?
I did not.
No. I look Violetta up and down and ask, do you know what your god is even called?
Do you want to know?
That's not the question I asked.
But it is the question I asked.
Well, then you go first.
I would like to know. What is it? I would like to know.
I know.
Hold on. Before you say it, is it going to invoke anything terrible?
Look at this. Look at this. We died.
More terrible than what we've been through.
It's going to happen anyway.
Saying,
let her give a straight answer for once. Will you tell us the name of the one you follow?
I mean, I will. Well, I'm waiting here. Come on.
Answer.
Give us a name. Can you tell me what?
I glance at Lucian to see his reaction.
He's keeping a very, very sort of straight face, but there's something in his eye to you, Violetta, that's like, don't do it.
I believe invoking the name directly is not ideal at this moment.
You see, because gods, that doesn't matter. Now, demons! You don't say the name of a demon.
So, what good has your god done, Zyphian?
My god.
You're projecting?
God
Who
done
cares?
for you?
Not necessary. Doesn't matter.
I don't really have time for Invisible Man versus Invisible Man, all right? Bigger issues. And can I grab, is there any paper nearby?
Is there a what, sorry?
Is there any, paper nearby, or maybe possibly my gaff bag, actually, I guess?
Yeah, your gaff bag.
And I'll grab, a bit of paper, and I guess we got, a scrolly type thing, and quill, I don't know, in a nice case.
Pencil, something?
I'll hand them. I'll try. I'll shove them towards Violetta. Go. You don't have to say it out loud, but you can certainly fucking write it down.
It's good thinking.
Unless of course this is all a pack of lies. Just wondering.
if I may, and Lucian steps forward, he says, our enemy is very powerful, and the way we follow, it's a storied history between the two. We don't want to bring him here. Right now, this is a protected, safe zone. But if we do anything to jeopardize that, then, well, there's hundreds of people that would suffer. And as he says that, he kind of gestures over his shoulder, and you're now aware that in a sort of adjacent room to this, there's like what appears to be almost like a soup kitchen setup with like sleeping bags and stuff all in it. And you can see there's just people in here asleep or very quietly just pottering around. There are innocent people here.
So writing a name would summon demons, that's what you're telling us?
Yes.
Okay.
These things are incredibly old, incredibly powerful, incredibly dangerous.
You've been very quiet, Herta. Gonna furnish us with an opinion?
I don't know what to think anymore. I really don't.
I have a question for you, Lucian. Where are we exactly?
We're at the docks in my soup kitchen.
The docks of Heartholm.
Yes.
Well, that's one good thing. Right, well, thank you for for saving us. You too, Violetta. I won't forget it, thank you. But if you all excuse me, I would very much like to take Alex to a place to heal and see someone. After that, I will return and, well, if you need my help, you will have it.
There is no place anymore. I know I picked you up around the cathedral ward, but how long were you gone? You don't know, do you?
We're gone a few days.
Longer.
Right? Less than. How much longer?
Months.
Months.
And he's just gonna grab his gear, put his armor on, and he's gonna bolt out the door.
And Lucian steps forward to try and like grab you to stop.
Pushes him out of the way.
Yeah, just immediately comes back.
Can I ask you, Lucian? Has there been any word from the Queen?
No.
The Queen is dead.
Her consort rules. And he gives you that look as in, like, you know who this guy is. Don't make me say his name.
The Queen is dead. My cousin is dead.
Long live the king.
Long live the light.
Long live the power of commercial capitalism and consumerism. Sorry, I just thought we were all getting out there. They're all as bullshit as the others.
Violetta, how much do you trust this patron of yours?
With my life and then some.
Why?
Her hand kind of floats to her scar. I've had this since I was a child. I shouldn't have survived the lightning strike. But I believe that patron had a hand in it. The survival, that is, not the lightning strike.
And you believe you won't end up the same as your cousin, you said?
Yes, I'm a bit more, level-headed than her.
I'm curious, did your cousin have any successors, or does that make you now the ruler of Heartholm? Once we depose the current one, of course.
I take a very long drag of my cigarette. Because I had
As
not
you
thought
realize,
about that.
You take a huge drag of your cigarette as you realize you're next in line.
That's why I was wondering if you would consider who your patron is, what your situation is. Like I said, vacant face, not the vacant brain. Arthur, this is why I was so quiet.
I have precisely zero fucking clue what is going on. I'll be honest.
I learned some things when I went with Violetta earlier.
Violetta's gonna have a moment and just like smoke and stare, 1,000-yard stare for a little bit as this realization washes.
Mm-hmm. So as Violetta has a moment, Lucian comes over to Arthur and Skarut, and he says, "If I may, gentlemen, even if you do not care about Violetta, about the crown, about the Prince of Change, there are millions in this city that need you to protect them, that need you to step up now when things have turned so dire."
Two things. Well, one thing. He just said the Prince of Change out loud. I hate him. I want to kill him. I won't, but I want to.
Arthur will just laugh. So, the city that treated me like shit and gave me nothing now thinks that some halfling trader is the key to its salvation, right? Why the fuck should I do that? I helped him, and I point to Sophian, because he helped me find someone I cared about. I care about few people in this city. I'm not a fucking hero. I'm a salesman. Find somebody else. I've done my bit. I've done more than my bit.
So, my sister is dead. My son is dead. And you are asking me to give more of myself for people I have never met, have treated me like trash, and everywhere I go, save for 3 people standing near me, have spoken around me, and you tell me to have blind faith, say I cannot speak certain things, and you invoke the name of a demon in front of me.
I understand that you are outsiders. I am outsider. And I understand your pain. I understand the frustration, the unwillingness.
You can say you're aware, but do not tell me you understand.
I'm sorry. This goes beyond you. To me, it goes beyond the city. If he takes this city, then he takes this land. He takes this land, he takes another and another. And soon the plane, the next plane, the plane after that, the whole cosmic balance is destroyed. And you don't feel like that is important. Are you both so mindlessly selfish that you would rather bury your heads in the sand than take a stand now more than it has ever mattered?
What the fuck do you think we did below that city?
You took
Watch
a
your
stand
fucking tongue.
for rats. This goes beyond the rats. This is everything.
Scroot pulls out his dirk very quickly, his stiletto.
Skarut, enough blood has been shed. Lucian, not everyone is built to be some hero of legend. You cannot force heroics.
I cannot. But unfortunately for you, you're already marked. So you can run, you can hide, you can go back to your burrows. And he looks at you and almost spits that word, Scrooge. But one way or another, he is coming for you. And everything he has said about being done with you is true. Your physical forms mean nothing to him. Your souls will become his for him to do with whatever he likes. So you can run. You can pretend none of this is happening. Get on a boat. There's one right there, and he gestures outside to the docks. But no matter how far you go, he will find you. He will claim what he deserves, what he thinks he deserves. It's up to you to stop that. Or not, as it may be.
Fine. I'll partake. You've given me a new goal anyway. But if you spit in my direction again, I will shove it down your throat so far you will never see light again. Do not speak of death in front of me like that.
He smiles. And then he makes a click sound with his mouth. And as he does, you hear an impact on the roof. And you hear the of the beast that had been let loose in the city. And he turns to all of you. You have work to do. And that's where we'll end it this week. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for our penultimate episode of Betrayal of Heartholm.
Man.
Ooh, something changed.
These last two sessions have been intense.
Okay, so we're just gonna hop over to our very good theme tune by Noir Enigma on Twitter, and then we shall do our little outro deep breathe. I think, hopefully.
Wednesdays bring betrayal to encounter. Wednesdays bring betrayal to the far feasting time to encounter. Why do you have the city blow? Someone out there's gotta know. Blue witch fire, a revolution inspire. Whoa, someone call off it, call off it, call off it, call off it. Wednesdays bring betrayal of Heartholm, of Heartholm.
back. Thank you so much for that, and thank you, Noir, for that great tune. So we'll just go around, say who we are and where you can find us on the internet, and let's have a little mini debrief about tonight's session. So Gabe, hey.
Hi, I am Gabe. Gabe James Games. Today was a very delightfully intense moment for Skarut. I think my favorite part, it was probably the moment, it's messed up. It was the moment of him waking up and not seeing Ronald, actually. Because I had a couple of things of if this happens, this is the way he reacts. If this happens, the way he reacts. So it created a chain of events. I'm very excited for it next time. And I think his name might actually be changing.
Ooh. Okay, that's very exciting. So where can we find you on the internet, Gabe?
You can find me on this upcoming Friday on the Scraticus channel, DMing a one-shot, as well as later on in the evening on the Drop the Die channel for an all-rogues game. You can also find me... oh, a lot of my games ended. Well, here next week, Wednesday, and I think that's really all for now, but we'll see what the future holds.
All right. And I'm very, very excited to see what's coming up for Skarut next week. We shall see. All right, Tom.
Hi, I'm Tom, or Half-Legs Tom. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Siphon's gone. He's ran, by the way. He's just ran out. So that'll be fun. I can't wait to see what happens next week. It's going to be really fun, really interesting. I still roll shit in combat. Nothing changes there. But yeah, that's it. I can't wait for next week. I myself, you can catch me tomorrow on Follow Black Cat's Twitch at 8 p.m. GMT, which is actually screwy now, isn't it? It's 4 p.m. Eastern, right? Because of the time differences. Where we're playing After the Fire, where you're gonna get the three. It's not the three amigos. What is it? The three. Yeah, there we go. There. As we're going across Dawn again, a race against time to save one of their own. And that's it, I think. Apart from next week's Wednesday. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
Awesome. And Angie.
Hi, I'm Angie, aka Banjalerp. You can find me here next week. Otherwise, I've got my own Twitch channel, Banjalerp. You can find me on Twitter under Banjalerp. My tentative Twitch schedule is my pinned tweet. I've got commissions open right now, so if anybody is looking for art of their characters or or anything like that, feel free to hit me up. There is a link in my profile, my bio rather, on Twitter, for a form to fill out. Otherwise, that's it for me, really.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Quinn, hi.
Hi, Susie.
How's it going?
You.
How you doing?
You did that to me? Quinn's having a moment. Hi, I'm Quinn, at Quintastic_ on Twitter. I have to recover from this nonsense, because at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is soon TM, I am in a game on twitch.tv at Mythic Grove, and Where Roots Remain. It's also our penultimate episode, woof, where I am a much sadder Aginger Osmar. I do other things, I'm sure. They're on my Twitter. My brain has ceased to function. Because Susie broke me by making me next in line to the throne of Heartholm.
Quinn.exe has stopped working. They require a reset.
I in real life stopped smoking years ago and now need a cigarette. I do not endorse cigarettes, but I would very much like a clove right now. Yep, that's me. I'm gonna stop talking.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Quinn. And Jay, hey, buddy.
Hi. Oh, I love this campaign. And yes, my face when you're like, Lucian. I was like, oh, yeah, that one. Yes. That one. It's so good. I love the overlap there. It's great. I love this campaign. Great fun tonight. I'm having fun with Arthur freaking out about demons. And why not we deal with this at the beginning of the episode, but much like Tom said with Scythian, like Arthur will get on the boat. He's like, or at least have that conversation. He's tapping out at this point. He wants to. I love it. I love the world. I love the characters. I love the shade that's going on with the stabbing each other, shooting each other. Just a family day out. I mean, it's fine. Whatever. Demonic world. Cool.
Yeah.
You can find me voice Jay Britton on Twitter, but here on Twitch, just Jay Britton. I will be back on my channel Friday afternoon, possibly with a bit more of Dark Souls 2 or the movies if you want some Lionhead nostalgia, which we're playing today. But I will also be streaming Doom Eternal this Friday for the launch of that. About 7 p.m. I'll get cracking on Doom Eternal. You can watch me be really shit at an FPS, but it'll have a metal soundtrack, so that's cool. And that's it. That's me.
Rip and tear, Jay. Rip and tear.
Yeah, rip and tear. How was this tear?
All right. Okay, so as for me, I'm Susie, otherwise known as Susanna Grace, a variety streamer, artist. You know who I am. I've actually been absent on Twitch this week because you girls got a deadline. But next week, I will be back on my Twitch. I will be on the Crownlands on Monday. We'll find out what happened after I accused my neighbors of treason at court. So that's gonna be fun. And yeah, so I have a pinned tweet, but if you're around the internet tomorrow at around 5 p.m. EDT, which is 9 p.m. GMT, and you're looking for some good to watch, you should stick around to Encounter Roleplay, and you should watch Death's Curios Unhallowed Metropolis right here on twitch.tv/Encounter Roleplay with GM a Hollowtail, and it's like a steampunky Victoriana, like zombie vampire thing. Lindy's in it, who's the daughter of Dracula. Actual Lindy is the daughter of Dracula. I've seen the birth certificate, so you should tune in and watch it. It's great. I think that is it for us. Actually, the Meat Grinder, sign up for that in the Discord. I believe signups are still going for a little bit on that. So if you want to play 5e with DM Corey, please do that. And we will be raising funds for a charity. That's over on the Discord. So sign up there. But beyond that, that is it for us for tonight. We'll catch you all next week for the finale of Betrayal at Heartholm. Bye, folks.